Hello Gemini, I hope that you're all doing well. This reading is going to be for your week ahead. So beginning now for the next week, what's coming up? We're starting off with the Magician. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. There's a definite need for flexibility here. What I'm seeing is that, okay. What do we have going on right now? Us starting off with the Magician, it can mean that there are a lot of ideas that you have. What it also means too is that things are really in your hands here. So you want to be deliberate with what you're doing. You want to be mindful of your thoughts as well. And then choices that you're making, things that you're doing as it relates to sort of what's going on in your head. Because this can also be a really powerful time for manifestation as well. You want to make sure that you're thinking about things, that you're keeping yourself as organized as possible, and also being flexible, because what this looks like is that I'm seeing an opportunity come through. It looks like you already have stuff going on when this happens. It looks like you have multiple things on your plate. As you already have multiple things on your plate, which you're kind of, I get this feeling of you're in charge of these things, like these are your things. It's like you have multiple gardens that are growing right now, and you're tending to them actively. You're deciding what's going to be in there, how you need to take care of it, all of that. As you're in the middle of that, I'm seeing somebody come through. This is a King of Pentacles coming through, and I'm seeing them say, hey, do you also want to plant this as well? So this is going to be somebody coming through and saying, we can plant this together. It's going to be another thing that you'll be taking care of. However, there's a whole lot of potential that can come from this. There can be a lot of fruit that you can get from this that is coming through. So it's kind of like somebody is handing you a developed tree here. It feels more like a sapling, but I'm seeing it, it's not just a little seed. It's something that's kind of, it's not ready to bear fruit yet, but it's something that you know if you plant it, it definitely will. So that's how I'm seeing the energy be. This is one of those things that, because it's not a seed, it feels less of a, I don't know if this will grow or not. It'll be a really big chance if I take this. This feels more so like somebody giving you something that there's a sense of permanency to it. And although it's still potential there, it's established enough that you know things would come of this. When you have a King of Pentacles, this can be a role that you'd be taking on. This can be a financial venture. This can be a job that's coming through. To have the King of Pentacles come through and say, hey, I have this thing for you. Do you want it? See how there's stuff already coming off of it, but it's not fruiting yet. It feels like it's going to be very close to that, and it's coming from a place that is reliable, because the King of Pentacles is a reliable energy. So this can be somebody coming through saying, hey, do you want to make money this way? Hey, would you want to play this role? And it feels like something that you know stuff would come from this if you took it. Simultaneously, you have other things going on, but this can be a call for flexibility, even mental agility here. This thing that's coming through, it will be something that can take up some of your time. However, you would feel as well like it would really benefit you as well. Like this thing will be something that gives back to you. So it will be worth the effort that you put into it. This does seem like something very, very solid that's coming through. And also too, because it's an Ace of Wands, basically the fruit you get from it is going to be reflective of how attentive you are to it. And you get to decide whether that's a yes or no, whether you want to take that on or not. And this comes through in the next week. I'm seeing something ending and then right after there be a next chapter. This looks like something had to die so something else could live to me. With Ten of Swords shifting into Ace of Pentacles here. So there can be a little bit of an adjustment period. This can even be something that you were intending to do or trying to do coming to a close. But it feels like just one of many other things that you have going on right now. So there could have been an idea that you had of, maybe this is going to be something that I do, but then I'm seeing, it looks like if you have a bunch of plants in front of you and you're watering all of them to see like which one looks like it's really growing, like which one of them, which is growing the strongest or which looks most promising, you're gonna have some out of those things that you have going on that are sort of the runts or like dying away, or you feel like this is not so much a great use of my energy right now or even my mental capacity or my focus right now. And so those things that you feel like are cultivating less, all in the beginning stages, it feels like you may be stopping those things, but you're still going to be pouring your energy into the ones that are growing, that you feel like that's promising, that's promising, that's promising. And so this is basically what's going on. That's what I'm seeing be happening. That doesn't mean that it's easy though to be involved in the cessation of the ones that you feel are not meant for this chapter anymore. It's like when you have a plant and you have to cut off a dead leaf, and maybe it's like one of your favorite leaves that you have to cut off of it, but you know it's going to pull from the rest of the plant if you don't, and so you have to prune it. You're basically doing pruning here, so that's what's happening. So stuff that needs to sort of leave your energetic field so it stops leaching that energy off of you, those things are closing out. So it's meant to be closing out, and it's going to give more power to the other manifestations that you have going on. The other things that you're focusing on, the other things that stuff is going to come to fruition now. So there's a need for that adjustment. I'm closing these things out. I'm becoming more committed with these other things, and that is the bridge that's being crossed. As that's happening, I'm seeing somebody come through and say, hey, do you want to put this on your plate? And it is something that looks very, very, very promising if you were to take this on. It's ultimately your choice if you want to do this. However, this is something that comes from a reliable source because we have the King of Pentacles connected with this. Something reliable, something that you can depend on, something stable, something that you can trust, something that is really showing up and meaning. It's like if something comes through and presents itself to you, it shows you everything and then you get to make an informed choice. I'm seeing that be the narrative here with this. So there's nothing being kept from you. It's here, you can see everything out on the table, take it or leave it. What do you want to do? And then you have the choice. And this is definitely something that if you put your energy into it, you will benefit from it. It will definitely give back. Ooh, some of you, this is even a new venture that you're going to be starting. You could have some stuff going on with your thoughts that would maybe there's like some type of fear that you're experiencing. There can be a, am I ready for this? Question looming around. Why not take this on? I feel like it's important to say again, if you decide to take this opportunity, it will benefit you. This is not something you'll take on and feel like you're just giving to it and it doesn't give back. This is something where if you take it on, some of you, this reading is going to extend out. This can be 2 to 3 weeks. The intention was for it to be like the week ahead, but for some of you, this can extend further beyond that. Or this would be something that comes in, but then it's going to carry out longer down the road. So this isn't just a one-time opportunity. This is something where there's an opportunity for this to be extended, for it to not pushed out further, but for something to occur, but then it can keep happening. Like there's a path that you would get on then. It's not like you go to the event once and you never go again. It's like a repeated thing that would be happening. That's what's being extended to you. Why the Five of Wands though? I would like to know. You may feel in a way that this conflicts with other stuff that you have going on, like other duties and responsibilities, obligations. Simultaneously, this feels like there may be some things that you have going on that you're looking at it and be like, why would I choose this thing that's withering over this thing over here that would be flourishing if I really took that, if I really took to that? That's what I'm getting all in all from this. Like some stuff would have to be worked out if you were to take this, but why wouldn't you? Because it looks like something that would be prolific within your life. And isn't that what you want? Yeah, everything comes together, I'm seeing. It looks like there's a little bit of turmoil, but then I'm seeing everything get worked out. It feels like the obvious choice here to do this, but what this means too is that there's going to be some stuff that you're going to be signing off. When I say signing off, I mean more so like this needs to be concluded now so I can take this on, and you will really feel that be the way to go here. It will feel obvious. The only reason why it wouldn't feel obvious is because the part of you that may have a difficult time letting go, releasing, concluding, it's challenging that part of you. Because I'm seeing something very promising here. Yeah, it's just stuff to mentally work out from what I'm seeing. So you're going to be taking on this new role. You're going to be like taking on this new venture. There's also going to be development within this for you, where I do feel like this can be some type of role development that you're involved within, and it's something that you want too. This doesn't mean though that extra stuff that you have to cut off that you feel like is not relevant for this cycle, that part is going to have to happen, and that's where that conflict comes in, working that out mentally for yourself. Because this feels like prioritizing potential, especially something that looks like, why wouldn't you lean in that direction? And the only reason being why is having to do something difficult, like conclude some stuff here. And that's it. Apart from that, I'm seeing this be, I mean, the whole way, this is being encouraged for you. Ultimately, you get to decide what you want to do, what you feel like you're ready for and not ready for. But that's what I'm seeing be going on here. Move towards the thing that feels exciting to you, even if you look at it and say, well, if I take that on, there's some stuff that I'm going to have to figure out, some stuff that I'm going to have to work out, but I'm seeing everything is going to be figured out. So don't let the fact that if you go in a direction and know if I take that on, there's going to be some stuff that I have to address, don't allow that to deter you. It's not meant to. It's just to help you work some stuff out and close out actually some things that need to be concluded. That's going to be ultimately the answer to the conflict that's being resolved, because those things are actually meant to close out anyway, and so this thing is just helping that to happen too. So this is like all progressive, what I'm seeing here going on for you. All right, my friends, we're gonna leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.